So yeah, today is June 26, 2025, and these are backups or just additional copies that I grew indoors. They have a pretty bad aphid infestation now, but it's pretty easy to clean up. Um, I think I'd be pretty fine giving these away at this point. Um, yeah, I'm just doing a voiceover in post because my neighbors were getting their lawn mowed while I was recording this, and you could hear it a bit too well. Um, yeah. So first off, we have a ghostly jalapeno. It's what it sounds like, a cross between a ghost pepper and a jalapeno. Not entirely sure how hot it's going to be, but I imagine more closer to the hotter side because pepper breeders are generally like that. Stabilize it to higher if they can. Um, every year I say I'm gonna stop with super hots, but then there's something that just pulls me back in, which also relevant to this Thor's Thunderbolt right here. Very cool look, also very hot. Uh, it's stunted in growth right now because two times it shriveled up and died, and I brought it back to the brink of death. Back from the brink of death. This right here should be a sugar drop lemon. Um, Pretty good mass for this time of year. And now we have a pink habanero. Uh, it's pink and it's not actually as hot as what you might expect. It's a habanero type, but it's not like habanero heat, at least from what I heard. This should be a lemon spice jalapeno over here. I don't really grow that many jalapenos. Actually, scratch that, I do. Um, Underwhelming mass for this time of year. Uh, don't know what else to say on this. But now we're to Zebrange. That's kind of like a bulb shaped with red stripes over orange. Also brought it back from the brink of death a few times. That's why it's stunted. There's going to be a few of those. These over here, no heat primo. So the 7-pot primo is agreed upon to be a very hot pepper. Some might say the hottest pepper growers are very opinionated like that. We all disagree. But the 7-pot primo, there's this whole conspiracy that the 7-pot primo was like plagiarized into being the Carolina Reaper, but that's a whole conspiracy. Anyways, this is a heatless version. They bred the heat out of it. Uh, Good for me. This right here is my own cross, Carolina Reaper crossed with Bahamian Goat, 3rd generation. Uh, I think I recovered this from a backup that I had in another tray because the other one was shriveling up. This should be Ahi Amarillo. All of the seeds except for this Carolina Reaper crossed with Bahamian Goat. Those are all from the subreddit r/hot peppers annual seed exchange. Ahi Amarillo, I'm not exactly sure how it'll look like when you Google Ahi Amarillo. All you'll get is just this yellow paste that's made out of this specific pepper, I guess. Now, this should be another ghostly jalapeno. Pretty good mass compared to the other one, I think. And then another No Heat Primo. I think No Heat Primo and Ghostly Jalapeno are my repeated ones this year. Um, yeah, can't go wrong with the heatless pepper. Probably need more of that. Things that I'll actually eat. Now here is a Spicy McSpice certified classic, the Kang Star Lemon Starburst. This is my 4th season out of 5 seasons growing this one. Absolute favorite. The seeds for this were from the seed exchange as well. I chose to get new seeds because the seeds I was saving from last year weren't really having the best phenos. Um, yeah, I think this one I also recovered from a backup because it shriveled up. And then this is Brazilian Starfish. I think this one might be my largest plant this season.